going on, everybody? Right now, it's just me from the Comic Kingpins. We were waiting on Hyper, but he's probably eating some Popeye's chicken right now. So he'll be joining us here in a few minutes. Welcome to another... Oh, he finished the chicken. Welcome, Hyper. How was that, Popeyes?
Yeah, I didn't have Popeyes, man. It was just literally, I'm tripping over my boxes.
You got big hauls, eh?
I got big hauls.
But yeah, guys, welcome to another episode of Show Me Your Hauls, where every 2 weeks we show off our recent pickups and we try to have different guests. We usually bring on 2 guests at a time and they get to show off their hauls with us. So let's not leave them backstage too long. We'll bring them on. We have one returning guest who was on our second show, and that is Rocksteady Collectibles. What's going on, Greg?
What's going on? Not much. How are you guys?
Thanks for joining, man.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Hey, no worries, man. And also, we have a new guest today who has never been on the Comic Kingpins. I don't know if he's even been on YouTube. So if he hasn't been on YouTube, we're popping his cherry tonight. So let's give a warm welcome to Canadian Comic Man, Jared. How's it going, man?
Hey everybody, how are you? It's awesome.
What's up? What's up?
I have never been on YouTube before, so
no
Nice.
way, yeah, popping cherry tonight. Let's go,
Dude, I think our channel has actually been the debut of several Canadians on YouTube.
We brought on a lot of people that have never been on YouTube before. Yeah, and that's what I love about it, man. We get different people out here. We get to chat. We get to see each other face to face, and it just builds that community even stronger, right?
Absolutely.
It's like a comic shop. Just everybody's invited into the conversation. You know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All are welcome.
So speaking of letting everybody in on the conversation, let's say hi to the chat first. So Comic Chic, thanks for standing by. Number 1 tonight. You even beat Baker. We got to get him a gold medal. We got Keys, who was unable to join us due to work. Yeah, work in the morning. That guy goes to bed really early because he's got to work really early. So I'm sure you're watching the replay or you'll watch as you're falling asleep, bud. So you take care and no worries about not joining. And there's the man himself, Baker. HAULS in the front, NFL in the back.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
Nice.
That's the way to do it.
It's a good night.
You got neighbor to the north. What's going on, man? You're all settled in out west now, finally, hopefully. We got Phil from Comic Talks Weekly. How's it going? Thanks for joining. It's not about the size of the haul so much. It's what you can do with it.
Truer words have never been spoken.
That's what you said.
We got Tim.
What's going on, Tim?
Tim's
He's another one that made his debut on our show.
Yeah, actually, yeah,
Yeah.
he made his YouTube debut.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I see he's picking up some 7 Secrets these days. He hasn't read it yet, but I keep telling him it's a good read. We got my buddy Archel. What's going on, man? And I think, here we go. Nowhere Bound. Finally made it back to the Kingpins. Yeah, that's where you should be, bro.
Yes, sir.
And I think that,
There's one more.
this guy.
There's one more. Yeah,
One more. That was it, eh? Yeah.
that was it. Yeah. We ended off on a whimper. No, I'm just kidding.
I have to leave this comment up. Anyways, all right, guys. So I know everybody's got some good hauls. Does anybody want to go first?
I know that Rocksteady personally requested to be on this episode. So, I mean...
Does that mean he requested to go first, too?
I don't know. Rocksteady, are you... Because...
You can't say no live.
All right,
really
so...
can't.
All right. So I guess
Let me pop you up here. No.
That's you.
That's the one. And there we go.
All right. What's going on? So what I did is I brought interesting stuff I've picked up, maybe stuff people haven't seen or don't know about.
Nice.
And I've been doing a lot of like thrift shops, antique markets, garage sales.
That's where you find some of the best stores, man. People don't even realize what the comics are worth.
He showed me some stuff on IG that I think will blow your mind.
And it's also the most interesting stuff, and like you learn the most at those places. Because when you go to a comic shop, a lot of times you're looking for something, you've done your research. But when you're at one of these oddball places and there's something you've never seen before, that's the coolest for me.
Yeah.
So I'll start off with something fun. It's not even a comic. Just
Okay.
the other day, I'll do it quick. I found a Sergeant Slaughter original GI Joe
Claim.
at one of the thrift stores the other day. So
Nice.
As a wrestling fan, I dig this first haul already.
yeah, it's a good double upper. Okay, so I found this one on eBay. So this is a trade paperback. It's an original Miles Morales story. Nothing fancy about the book in general, but this one is an uncorrected proof, not
wow.
for sale. So what this would have been with this is it would have been sent out to like editors and proofreaders and people who work for the company. If you go inside, it's not all in color. There's a bunch of pages. The empty pages just say advertisement will go here, or this
No
will be
way.
a short story from this. So it's like inside, it's not a finished product whatsoever. And I found that on eBay.
Damn, I never even knew about this.
Yeah, it was
Is it,
really
smuggled
cheap.
it out or something.
And-
Where did that come from?
So all novels, and I don't think it's most graphic novels, but all novels from certain publishers have this when they go out.
Okay.
But it's not often I've ever seen it for a graphic novel, which is really
No,
cool.
for sure.
And you know the crazy thing is, I mean, there's a lot of Miles completionists, so I'm sure they don't even know this exists.
Yeah.
So I found one on eBay, and then I found another. And so I have two.
Oh,
Of
wow.
course you do. Okay, so I've been posting a lot on my Instagram on Phil Noto. Just love his covers, and maybe these are a couple people haven't seen.
Nice.
All new.
I
Captain
regret
America.
selling that. I actually sold that cover.
This is one of the sickest covers, and just like
Yeah.
even looking at the posters and everything that's going on, and the stickers on the boombox and stuff, it's really well done. And then this is my favorite cover of his.
That's sweet.
That's a Noto? I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look like his style, really.
Yeah.
Like the
Oh,
Star
shit,
Wars
yeah.
books that I bought, I was all Noto covers, and
Yeah.
it definitely
Yeah.
doesn't look like it.
And just
Yeah, it's
root
a little
peeking in
different.
at the top, like on the selfie, like yeah, I'm all over this one.
Yeah.
I got this one, which is a 1 in 25 of
Yep.
when Marvel teamed up with IDW for the kids series. So it's almost like the High Republic Adventures, where it's for a younger audience, and they teamed up with IDW.
Okay, yeah.
But this is like my two worlds colliding because I love Miles Morales, and this is a Kevin Eastman cover because it's under the IDW.
I see that now, actually. As soon as you said
label.
Eastman, I'm like, that's who it is.
So this is the only time Kevin Eastman has done Spider-Man, believe it or not. Let
Yeah, I mean,
alone-
how often have you seen him do like Marvel in general?
his
Yeah.
most recent one, I think, was an Elektra book.
Yeah, and I know he did a Carnage one also.
Yes, and a Carnage one, and maybe a Daredevil. I'm not 100% sure, but this is just one I needed in my collection, being like a huge Turtles guy and a big Miles guy. It's like worlds colliding. Okay, so this is kind of like a group, but I've been stacking Bitterroot. I just think it can't miss. So they've already announced like the director and everything like
That's
that, and it's been in production. It's a fantastic story. It's culturally relevant right now with what's going on in the world. There's just a lot of layers to it, and it can't miss. So not only was the run printed in really low numbers, there were variant covers and some store exclusives limited to 500 and whatnot. So I've been stacking them. So I just brought a few that people may not know about.
Did you say it's actually in production?
They've announced like the director and
Oh,
some other
shit.
stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
And this was a
that's right.
while ago. This was a year ago.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I thought I heard it a while ago.
It
Mhm.
was a while ago, but that's like one step further than being optioned. Do you know what I mean? Everything is
Yeah.
optioned.
It's pretty
But
much
when
what happened.
when you start putting people in place, I think that's when you really got to take notice and take things seriously.
Yeah.
So this is a Totoro variant. grabbed a
I like
couple of
that
those.
anime vibe.
And I don't even know if he has any other comic books.
Is that like a Pokemon or something? I don't know what that
It's
is.
just it's an anime character.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know much
Uh,
either.
This is, I think, the only Bitterroot cover I have.
That
This is
I
the
did, yeah.
Purple Rain homage,
Purple Rain. Yeah.
Sick.
and then also the Virgin,
Nice. The
Virgin,
Virgin.
which I think is
Is
pretty
that
awesome.
store exclusive?
I believe this one is, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Juice.
Juice homage.
I'm gonna have to check
And
out
then,
that series and give it a read.
Blank covers. I kind of have a theory on blank covers, and one day they're gonna start drawing up the ones that we want. So I'm gonna save this for something special at a special con, and I'm gonna get maybe one of the creators to do something on it. That day will come. So this one's just going into like getting dusty, gonna be in the corner until that moment.
It's always nice to have a couple blanks sitting around, man, because then when you hit up those cons and you have that creator, that artist, that writer, you're like, fuck,
Yeah.
now's the time.
And
I
you
buy
don't want to hunt them
multiples.
down when that time comes around, because that book already is like a $25 Canadian book, which is crazy for a blank.
Shit.
And a lot of those blanks, because the more artwork that gets done on them, the less there's going to be around.
Exactly.
So if you think about the future as it moves on, I don't know. I think it's pretty cool.
I think you're absolutely right, though. I think you're right. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Where the wild things are.
Nice.
So I absolutely adore this cover. And when it came out, it was going for $100 out the gate, if I remember correctly, $80 to $100, I believe.
Right. Yeah.
I think it's a 1 in 50.
I can't remember, honestly.
You might be right. It's either that or 1 in 25. I can't remember. It definitely is a ratio.
It's high ratio, anyways.
Yeah.
And just like with everything going on and people just dumping stuff, like Canadian Comic Man was saying before, just watch the newly listeds on eBay, and I think this was like $80 shipped in a 9.8.
And also, how many shops are ordering 50 copies of Gamma Flight?
I was gonna say that. That's probably not a highly ordered book, so that's a hard ratio to find, especially if it's a 1 in 50.
I think it falls around that time, like right at the beginning of COVID, when everybody was like,
that makes it even harder.
Zoo Books shirt. I could tell you about my past and my zoo experience. That's for another day, though.
He does like reggae.
Yeah, this is the coolest one. So I went to a parking lot sale. So every holiday Monday, the Antique Mall close to us opens up their parking lot for outside vendors to come in, set up a table.
Oh, sick.
A lot of times you see a bunch of the same vendors who are there selling the same things they had last time.
Fair.
And et cetera, et cetera. But every once in a while, there's new people. I like to get there like right off the hop. And there was this one guy, he had some comics and some other cool stuff. And some other guy got to the comics first, and I was just kind of patiently waiting to the side. You know, you can't be that guy where you're diving into a box in front of other people and whatnot, right? Like, so I was just waiting, and this guy was still unloading boxes, and he put out this box of old books. And it was literally labeled 1930s Disney books. And I was like,
that's a good gold mine right there.
I was like, huh.
Okay.
Depends what the price at.
So without even question,
Holy shit.
Wow.
I bought this.
That is old school as hell.
So it's pretty obviously the condition. There's a lot on it that can be cleaned, but
Yeah.
I think it actually kind of looks cool like this.
It does, man. It's vintage, right?
To be honest with you. But
Looks
this
like
is
a
the
Cuphead.
first Donald Duck book ever.
Oh.
So it's not a comic book. It's made out of like a linen material almost.
Nice. Okay.
And so he did appear in one other book, but he was kind of like a background character. This one's all about Donald and Mickey's kids. And this is the first time he's ever been in print in a book.
First time.
Look at this version of Donald now and how he's.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's the
It's-
classic version
yeah.
of Donald Duck, like when they first made him, dude.
So this is 1935,
Damn.
made by Whitman Publishing.
Jesus. Did you get it for a good deal?
I paid $20 for it.
Whoa.
And I also grabbed the first appearance of Archangel, and both were...
Nice.
Well, okay, not the first appearance, but like, let the controversy begin. You know, the one where he's on the cover.
The cover,
Yeah.
yeah. I feel, but
Yeah.
that is the money book for Archangel.
Yeah, that's the book. So both of those for $20 Canadian.
Nice. I mean, obviously this is. Both books are good, but obviously this is the book that you don't see very often.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a shame it's not a comic book, obviously, but it's like, I think I'm gonna have a really hard time selling this.
It's a piece of history, dude. Honestly, yeah, I don't blame you. Like, I would have.
I'd
Because the thing is,
hold
how
on to it.
often do you come across this?
I'm considering getting it framed as is.
Mm.
I'm putting it up. Even in that, like the patina is really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I brought. I just didn't want to go too long, but just some interesting stuff.
Yeah, man, that's sick. That's
Oh, you
awesome.
definitely
that's
brought
a
it.
score.
You definitely did.
So Rocksteady, you know the tradition. You nominate the next person.
I like that idea.
I'll go, dude.
All
I
right.
want to see some Power Ranger stuff.
I don't know if I have Power Ranger stuff right now. Oh, yeah. Quick shout out to Toon for killing it on your new logo.
I am so grateful for that.
Yeah, that's sick, dude.
There's a video too, and yeah, that'll come. I'm
Nice.
really considering doing my own content, so.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah,
Dude,
I
you
have
should.
a few
You should.
ideas.
You should.
Yeah, so
All right.
he's just been really good to me, and that's really cool. So let's see it, dude.
I got about half a short box here, so I'm just going to fly through it.
Damn.
So, picked this up at a flea market the other day, and I'm actually
Okay.
giving it to Bricks the Iron Geek.
Nice. What issue is that?
This is my second copy. It's Scar's Son of Hulk #2.
Number 2. Okay.
Which is the first appearance of Scar's brother. So they're twin brothers, right? Hulk has 2 twin sons, I guess.
Okay.
And there was a little bit of spec with that because of the She-Hulk TV show and Sakaar and everything, right?
It's the trickle-down effect, right? Everybody was kind of going after Scar, and then, what's next?
Exactly.
Yeah, people are reaching, I think.
Oh, absolutely, all the time. It's called speculation.
Okay, I love it. I got lots of stuff that has that. So.
Picking up more of that New Mutants Volume 2.
This was at the warehouse, right?
9. This was at the warehouse, yeah.
Yeah.
That second volume of New Mutants has so many first appearances in every issue.
Yeah.
So, and they're beautiful covers too. So I figured.
Yeah, I saw you posted one on IG the other day, eh? And it had so many first appearances, and the cover was really nice. I've never seen it before.
Yeah, they're hard to come by. You just see a lot of the volume 1s. So when I can find them, I'll pick them up. And half the time they're $2-3.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I picked up some more Civil War run. So we have number 3.
Nice.
We have. Should have shown number 1 first.
It's funny how that first volume maintains its value versus the Civil War 2. You could get those issues for cheap, but volume 1 is always still a very expensive set.
Yeah. And then number 9. And I have a lot of the ones in the middle of the run, which I showed off on the last haul show. Picked up some Howard the Duck, Chip Zdarsky.
I saw that. Nice.
And then this one where he's like Silver Surfer.
Oh, that's cool.
That's dope.
Yeah, these were all just $1, so I couldn't pass these up. These next few, though, were a little more. The Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows. This is volume 2. Picked this up for $5.
I think I have that.
Can't go wrong.
No. And then I picked this whole setup. It's just a 4-issue miniseries for $10. And this is the solo run of Scar's brother. So that's him right here.
That's
great.
That's a great grab for 10, yeah.
$10, I got all 4.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
This guy there.
$50 a book. Can't go wrong.
Let's see here. I don't know if I showed this off last show or not because I haven't mixed in with my last short box that I have room for stuff. But I did show this on Instagram, obviously. Batman Adventures #1 free comic book day.
I love that.
Pure nostalgia pickup. Like, I'm not even a DC guy, but I had to pick this up.
Do you know what year that's from?
What's that?
Do you know what year it's from?
The comic itself?
Yeah, like what free comic book day year it's from?
2003.
Ooh.
June 03.
Very cool. I'm not a DC guy either, but that cartoon is probably my favorite cartoon of all time.
It was really good. It was really well done.
Yeah. Still holds up.
Whenever I read Batman, those are the voices I hear in my head.
Yeah.
It's neck and neck with X-Men.
But watching X-Men now, it's nostalgia. It's It's not a great story.
That's fair.
I will say that the drawing hasn't aged well in X-Men compared to Batman.
Correct.
I
Correct.
agree.
I agree with that too. This one guy had I think it was like 30 or 40% off booth, and he had the whole run of the new Excalibur, all 24 issues. So I got it all 24 issues for $24.
Nice.
There was a little bit of a spec behind some of these books at one point, but for
There's got to be
$24
something in there.
full run. What's that?
There's got to be something in there.
There's got to be. Exactly.
This is when Juggernaut was in Excalibur, right?
Yeah.
Weird.
Picked up both of these a couple of weeks ago.
Nice.
Ah, yes. That's
Previews
the
of the
PX
pieces.
exclusive.
Limited to 4,000 copies, and I found 2 of them literally sitting on the shelf. So I said,
Were they the only 2 in the shop?
only 2 in the shop.
And no one grabbed them? Damn.
Nobody grabbed them, dude.
I couldn't get that, and I've ordered every Ghost Rider for some reason. My shop.
Really, eh?
Yeah.
My main LCS didn't have any either, and I pre-ordered one. So I went to another store, and they were just sitting on the shelf. So I said, okay, I'm taking these. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
I would too.
Bug.
That's cool.
That's
I love that.
It's
That's
just a
cool.
sweet cover with like all the different, kind of backgrounds there.
Oh yeah,
It just screams 90s.
It really does.
yeah.
Da-da-da-da. Oh my god, I should have really taken out a bunch of this stuff first. All right, you guys want to see some Power Rangers? I'll show you some Power Rangers.
If
You
you
asked
insist.
for it. Showed this off on Instagram the other day.
I love those.
Montez
Foil.
Foil, yep.
Goni Montez variant.
That's
I
a 1 in
have the-
25.
What's that?
As a 1 in 25.
No, that's just a B cover.
Oh,
This one
is that
here?
the Death Ranger one?
Yeah. Yeah, so that's
But they're
the-
more expensive, and shops don't order as much.
Yeah.
Exactly. So luckily I do have the 1 in 25, but it's still sitting at my shop right now because they had to get it transferred from their other location. But I did get the unlockable, so this is the one per store.
Nice.
Just the helmet
Cool.
variant with the title and no foil.
I like that one.
I love it. So I picked that up, picked up the 1 in 25, the A cover and that foil B cover. And then I got this for $5, and this is literally the one per store for Mighty Morphin 22.
That's a dope cover. Who's the artist on that?
Oh, shit. Palos with a Z at the end. Palosz.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was good.
And then my last buy was
Ooh.
they're talking about another classic cartoon show.
Yeah.
I never
This is
saw
one
that.
of my. This was probably my favorite X-Men TV show growing up.
It ended up abruptly though,
What's
if I
that?
remember correctly. Because I think didn't it get canceled or something, that show?
I'm pretty sure it got canceled. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got all 9 issues for $18.
Nice.
You can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, yeah, that's pretty much my haul, guys. Oh,
That's a sweet
one last
haul.
one. Obviously, Dead Lucky #1.
Nice.
It's a great read, and the
I
Massiverse
grabbed
is
that.
awesome right now. They're killing it, and they're expanding it. I guess it's my turn to vote who goes next.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Let's do one of these. Actually, we'll go back and do me. I will vote Hyper to the Island.
All right. Well, listen. Dude told me I only have 10 minutes, so I'm
Only
gonna-
10 minutes, Hyper.
Yeah.
We
okay,
gotta
all right.
we gotta restrict you, bud.
Sorry. All right. So
Sorry. I love it. That's
you
awesome.
might have to play some music if you think I'm running too long.
No, it's okay. I'll just put somebody else up on the screen. I'll put Jared up. You'll know.
Okay. I'll still be showing books while I'm in the background.
I'm
So,
excited.
yeah, so
I still
listen.
haven't seen a lot of these, and I know
Yeah, I
you're
want to
busy.
see what you got.
So yeah, I mean, just to preface, I think some of you guys in the chat know that recently I went across my city and in Ontario picking up some collections and also doing a bit of bin diving. So rather than go through just one collection, I just picked out highlights of several collections and I'm just gonna show you, and then that way I'll have some content for the next show. So because you only gave me 10 minutes.
Some bags of milk.
Sorry?
AOA wants you to show off some bagged milk. All these Americans don't
I actually
understand
just
that we
bought
get our
one.
milk
That'll be the hyper combo kitchen tour.
kitchen tour.
All right, so you know what? I'll start. Like everyone's showing something obscure, so let me show us something obscure. And that's sometimes when you pick up these collections, you come across things that you didn't know had some value. This is first Buck Rogers in the Silver Age. Apparently, this is a big deal for collectors. So I looked up the value on this. I mean, this is a bit of a low grade, but still, even in low grade, this is like a 30, 50. I mean, high grade it's like a $200 book, but it's nowhere near a high grade. Still,
Should, eh?
Buck Rogers, Silver Age. Let's see.
It's like one of the most Canadian lines ever, even though none of us have ever done it.
I hate ketchup chips.
No!
I'll eat them, but I don't like them.
They're so good.
It's okay. It's okay. It's passable. If you're starving, I mean, it'll do.
Yeah.
Okay, so the reason, I mean, this is a common issue, but it's a newsstand, which you don't see very often, and it's a fairly clean copy. I would say it's almost
Yeah,
a
it looks
contender.
pretty nice.
You don't, especially with these foil from the 90s,
they're
there's
always
usually
beat
dings
up,
in all
too.
them. So
Yeah.
you'd be
Sometimes.
surprised how how much these go for when it's a high grade newsy. Speaking of newsy, so
But Punisher 2099, I was just reading a book and he was just in it recently.
oh, nice. Score.
Is it
Oh,
Avengers
shit, eh?
Forever or it's one of those? I forget. Something like that.
Yeah. It's a Spider-Man Exodius or whatever, 29.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
That's all the more reason to pick this up then, I guess. Yeah, so the collection I bought yesterday, this guy lived in a country where basically my headlights were the only source of light. Like, it was that far out. And he was
You were in
telling
my
me
town, weren't you?
he was telling me that he collected in the 90s. So the thing is, you could tell he bought it not from a comic shop, but from an actual convenience store or something. But because a lot of his books were newsies, like this one.
Nice.
So-
That's
What is
nice.
Silver Surfer?
In a
possessed?
lot of rural communities, they didn't have comic shops, right?
Yeah.
So once you're in the outside of town, the drugstore was like your only option.
Yeah.
I remember buying them at the grocery store off a spinner rack.
Well,
It's
I'm
crazy.
glad he lived in a. See, dude,
Yeah.
there's perks of living in a small town.
Not
So-
many. Not many.
I mean, I'm sure there's fans of Bronze Age horror, so
I love
not
that.
really a key, but it's just it's a cool Marvel Bronze Age that I found. Now, speaking of newsy, so this I would say is like one of the crown jewels in his collection. Well, not this one, but he had.
Oh, another newsstand.
No shit.
And those
That's a good one.
Spawn collectors know that newsies are very hard to come by for Spawn books.
Yeah.
Hard to come by in good condition.
Where's the Angela one? Let's see it.
It's called building anticipation.
he does. He does.
So the thing is, yeah. Speaking of conditions, some of them the problem is what sucks was some of them actually had the price sticker on the book.
Oh.
You could tell that they were bought from like
Yeah, and
like-
they're just
So,
sitting there with that little price
CGC
gun going.
CGC might be lenient on that age of books still, like a
What do you mean?
price stamp.
well, I removed the price sticker, so you just see that residue now.
Oh,
Wait, you're telling me I should have kept the price sticker?
I'm wondering because
I don't know.
Stamp,
Aesthetically, kind of
you
like
could get it, and it's from the
Like, I understand if it's stamped, but the sticker,
it's a sticker, dude. Aesthetically, it looked kind of good.
I'd take that off.
Yeah.
And not all of them. Only some of them had the price sticker.
Yeah.
Luckily for the Spawn books, only 2 of the Spawn books had the sticker, and they were the non-key issues.
So what you were saying is after you picked up the collection, this is what you were saying.
We're going streaky! Yeah!
But okay, I know that neighbor to the north mentioned Goo Gone. I was thinking about that, but isn't that stuff harmful for paper?
I don't know how it would react personally. I use it at work sometimes, and it's pretty oily. Like I
Yeah.
like if you get on your skin, it's really oily. You know?
But the problem is, here's the thing though, like some of these stickers, like not for the Spawn one, like some of them, I think they age to the point where when I remove them, you see almost like the stain the size of like basically it's almost like an
Yeah, where
imprint.
it sat for all that
Yeah,
time.
and it
right?
actually goes through
Yeah.
the paper for some of them, like not all of them, but so
yeah,
yeah,
if
first
the
violator.
comic becomes sun bleached and all around it, you really notice it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how, but Neighbor of the North is saying use painter's tape first.
What do you mean, like?
That's
If
what
you
I'm trying
put the
to figure out.
sticky side and
Yeah,
slowly
yeah.
take it off.
Oh, okay.
That's
Oh,
a good
shit.
technique.
Okay.
Okay, now I'll get to the. Now, unfortunately, I do have the Spawn one. It's a VF because there's 2 ticks, but still, even in a
Crazy.
VF, this thing, dude, like I was like, seeing like 8 O's going for like $50 raw. So I'm kind of surprised. I think they said that the census on these is what, like 1 in 100 or something apparently for Newsies. I don't know if that's
Yeah, I
true or
don't
not.
know.
And this one, I saved this one for last because this is actually probably the cleanest Newsy in the Spawn collection.
Nice.
Oh,
This
that's
actually could be a contender. It has a slight color rub, but it might be a 9496, possibly.
Still not bad, bud.
So,
yeah.
You gonna slab any of those?
I'm possibly thinking of slabbing the Angelo one, maybe. And also, I don't know if I didn't see Marvel in the chat, but I think he would appreciate this one.
That's a good
Yeah.
find, dude.
Classic.
That's my favorite book of the pictures.
I mean,
you sent me.
I see a couple spine ticks, but other than that, it looks pretty fucking clean.
Dude, no. The colors still pop, and yeah, like I would
That's what
say,
mean. Yeah,
big
it stands
copy.
out.
It's like a 5.0 maybe. But yeah, honestly, like staples are intact, pages
For a
are.
12 center.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Now, you guys know I like my video game characters, and
Do we ever?
this one I was surprised. Like this particular version, this is the first issue of Sonic the Hedgehog, the ongoing series, but it's a Canadian price variant. And
That's
I was looking around on this. I don't see any defects on this. Like maybe it's because the white cover and all that, but this looks pretty clean. And it's I even tried looking to see how many are there on eBay. Not that many listed.
No.
Not that many
I
listed.
believe that.
So,
I think
and
I only
Sonic
saw.
fans are crazy.
Yeah, I think I only saw one Canadian price variant, a CGC that sold on eBay. That was it, and that was like a 9.6. So
Nice.
Neighbor of the North. Anything under 9.8 is worthless, right?
it
Some
depends. It
people
depends.
seem to think so.
It depends. Okay, so I'm like I said, I'm jumping between collections. This dude also had a lot of Marvel Age books. He had the classic He-Man one.
Nice.
Cool.
You guys probably recognize this is the cover that they swiped for that incentive for
For the
Yeah,
new Daredevil
Electra
series.
cover.
yeah.
Electra.
Yeah.
This one I just like because it's I think this is Bill Sienkiewicz. I think that he did
Bill,
cover for this.
yeah, Bill.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So okay, this one I just brought it up because you guys remember this the whole craze. He had I think 5 different sealed X-Force, and
Deadpool card. Let's go.
one of them is the Deadpool rookie card.
Nice.
So
That dude, that gained heat so fast and lost
I know.
heat so fast. It was
yeah,
ridiculous.
it's still I
Just
think
right up, right down.
yeah, I think like last time I checked, I think it only sells for like $10-15, but
Yeah.
How many of us that week were like, "Hey, I know a shop with like
with like
Yeah.
a ton of them. Yeah. And some people probably went through their collection to see
I
if
just
they
started
actually.
like getting mad at myself. I'm like, how many of these copies have I passed up?
for $1."
Literally.
But those are actually because the thing is, usually even before the craze, the Deadpool ones are I find a lot more harder to find. I usually find like what is it, the Shatterstar and the Cable one. The
Cable,
Deadpool one
Yeah.
seems
Cable.
to be the one that's very hard to come by. This
Isn't
one is
there
dedicated.
like a Wolfsbane one too, or something?
Yes, I think there's a Wolfsbane one. This one's dedicated to BC. Kazar number 1.
Because our number 1.
That's
For
a
those
cool
of you guys
book.
that don't
He likes
know,
men in speedos.
no,
No, because he called
probably that
it
too.
was,
No.
on his birthday episode he called Quasar Kazar, so it was like a running joke.
Yeah.
And it's called a jungle diaper.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that looks like it
Jungle
causes
diaper.
chafing.
That is a better term, though.
That's
So,
awesome.
this one I picked up in another collection, but basically, he had like the full Midnight Suns run, all
Nice.
still in their poly bags.
Speaking of Midnight Suns, especially that issue 31, I was out hunting with my buddy there on Monday on the holiday. I went to the warehouse, and he picked up 4 copies of issue 31. 4 of them. I was like, oh my God, man. I mean, I have 4 copies, but I didn't pick them all up at once.
No, because people tend to go for the 28 more than the 31, but the 31.
31's the one to go for, in my opinion.
You shouldn't be sleeping on that one.
Yeah.
So this one I picked up in Belleville. This is the variant of the first appearance of Maria Hill.
Oh,
I know that kind of took off, but I like this cover a lot better.
Sweet.
The Ronin variant.
Yeah. I like Maria Hill a lot as a character.
Yeah, this is actually part of a 6-issue connecting, which I have all 6. Rocksteady, you're familiar with this Canadian price variant of X-Men 201. And it's a pretty clean copy for a CPV.
And they're getting a little bit more notice lately.
Yeah, it's getting a bit more play, I find. So this is one of those like, oh, I didn't know kind of books. I didn't know this had some value to it. Back to the Future #1 from a publisher called Harvey Comics. It's the first, I believe, Back to the Future comics and publishing.
Oh.
Yeah, this goes for a decent coin.
Harvey Comics, most notable for Heathcliff.
Oh, the cat?
Okay.
Yeah,
I believe
yeah.
so.
Yeah.
So the things that I like about a collection is, like, obviously, like, part of the collection is like I plan on selling it to repurpose it and buy more comics, and then it's always nice to find books that you're hunting for in the collection, such as like this is part of this is going to fill my Claremont X-Men run, X-Men 102, and unfortunately I shouldn't have bought this at my LCS because they had this in the, so basically now I have 2 copies of this book.
I was going to say, so you have 2 now then, eh?
Yeah, it's still obvious. I mean, in terms of doubles, this is one book I wouldn't mind having doubles up with.
Yeah.
Nice, man. Hell yeah. Some good pickups for sure.
Do I still have time, or am I?
Yeah, I'll give you 2 more minutes.
Okay, all right. I'm almost done.
Only because you're keeping it interesting.
Hold on. Okay, we're gonna do
Go
speed round.
Popeye's chicken. Let's go.
We're gonna do speed round. Okay, so first appearance of Boomerang, Tales to Astonish.
Very cool book.
Oh shit. Okay.
I love that.
81.
Looks decent too.
Pretty good shape.
You guys probably know from the 90s Biker Mike's from Mars.
Oh, my brother loved it.
I love that book.
Nice. I haven't seen that in forever, dude.
Yeah, this one's like one of those obscure ones I wasn't aware, but it's a #1. It's Fantasy Masterpiece Jack Kirby. It's a #1 Silver Age.
Ooh.
That's one of those obscure titles that you kind of come across.
Yeah, I've never seen that in my life.
I like it.
So I have the comic of this, but this almost looks like if you, I don't know if like it's I didn't see this. It's called the Best of Street Fighter.
No,
It almost takes snippets of the other 3 issues and then they put it into one. It's a
Well, there you go. You can put it with your best of for TMNT.
Best of TMNT.
Still.
Oh yeah. Speaking of TMNT, I got to show this one. This clearly is a knockoff on TMNT. Adolescent radioactive black belt hamsters.
that's a ripoff of the biker.
That's
There's
hilarious.
There's gophers. There's squirrels. There's a bunch of them.
Oh,
wait. So this is a ripoff of Biker Mice from Mars?
No, I'm saying.
I'm asking the question. It just sounds.
I think it's a ripoff of TMNT, isn't it?
Yeah, they did a bunch of them, and with different they have teenage squirrels and teenage gophers and stuff like that. Kung Fu gophers or something.
That's great though. Honestly, I'd pick that up too if I found it.
Yeah, it was just again, it's just one of those things that you don't come across. It's just
I've never seen it.
It's a Newsy, but it's a VF copy. Still Newsy of ASM 365.
Take it, yeah.
This guy recently passed, but I have the complete Spider-Man Blue 6-issue set, and all 6 issues is signed by Tim Sale.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
Almost done. Saving some of the bigger, the heavies. So this one, I was surprised to find. I also support my local comic shop. I found this for $35 at my LCS.
It's not bad. That's a decent price, yeah.
That's a great deal.
4th print. It has a slight dog ear at the back, but other than that, it's a nice copy.
Fuck yeah.
And then this I picked up in a lot Omega Red.
Nice.
Not Omega Men.
No,
Number-
Lobo.
Red.
Yeah, Omega Man number 3, first appearance of
Love it.
Did you
Lobo.
give that for a good deal or what?
Dude, like, this was part of a lot that I paid. I think the whole lot, I paid like $100 something for like 11 comics, and part of that lot included this book.
Oh no!
So cool.
Like,
Oh no! We suck again!
here's how I know, and I have one more book, and then we're gonna end it on this. Here's how I knew that that this guy like just came across these books and was just trying to get rid of them. Like, you know, on your on your ad, he basically, the highlighted book was a non-key book, and then I asked him, "Can I see the rest of your books?" And then lo and behold, he had like Omega, like he showed pictures of those 2 books, and he didn't bother posting them as the highlighted books in his Facebook ad.
No shit. So,
So-
not a lot of people knew about it, or
So
even were
yeah,
interested.
people saw probably his ad and were like, it's crap, and then they probably moved on. All right, so I saved this one for last. So I think some of us here have like gold books, and I had like beginning of the year I had like a 6-issue gold book. I scratched off 2 of them, and last week I scratched off 1 more.
Nice, dude. What's the
Yeah.
grade? What's the grade?
Winner, winner.
Sorry.
Ah,
9.4, 9.4, and I'll draw your attention. It's $1.25, and it's the barcode version, which I'm told that because there's 2 versions of the Canadian price. There's a barcode and the non-barcode. The barcode apparently is more scarcer, and you could even tell by the sales on eBay that the barcodes go for more than the non-barcode.
Oh shit.
This one I was able to actually snipe at the last second on an auction, which rarely happens to me. So I was able to actually snipe this at a really good deal, because the following week I saw the same grade sell for like $150 more than what I paid for.
Nice.
So
Fuck yeah, dude. That's awesome.
yeah, that's
Decent
That's-
haul, eh? And you're gonna have another haul after this weekend when you go to Ottawa Comic Con.
geez, I might have to hitchhike depending on how much I spend.
All right, man. So, last but not least, let's bring him on.
Okay.
All right.
So-
What do you got?
I got some pretty weird stuff. I got a lot of Star Wars stuff because
Okay.
I buy multiples of Star Wars, so that's not too interesting. I'll just
That's-
kind of start with like the normal, like
Yeah, sure,
Wild
whatever.
Card number 2. I read this actually last week. Number
Is
1.
it good?
It was surprisingly good. It was
Yeah?
not what I expected. It was surprisingly good, and I enjoyed it. So I
Okay.
do recommend it if you can read it somehow. Right?
Yeah.
And just for like my J. Scott collection,
Love that
he
Scott
always
Campbell.
releases those covers.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's a sweet cover.
as long as I'm not paying like I'm not buying like those Virgin 1 in 100s that they do. They always keep doing that and stuff. I wonder how many stores actually like order that just to get it.
My store didn't.
I never understood the concept of like, are people that hard on to get the trade dress off that they're willing to spend like 10 times or
Yeah.
the value
No,
of the
that's
book?
Literally 10 times.
That's a lazy.
But it doesn't resell for that either. Like in the long
Yeah.
run, it's not worth it because it's not a key. It has nothing significant really in the book, right? Unless it does,
Right, yeah.
in a rare case.
Mhm, yeah.
It's lazy by Marvel, and that way they don't have to pay for additional artwork to do a variant. So now they're getting 2 covers out, and they only have to pay for the artwork once. So
Yeah.
it's like
Even
Father
his name,
Momoko,
too.
who's a bit more expensive. This is how they get the bang for their buck.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Slimy fuckers.
So moving on, so that was pretty much all my Marvel. I had no DC stuff in 2 weeks, so I had to wear the Batman shirt just to represent that. Like I do still like Batman and
Nice.
DC, but just moving on from a Blaze here, I got the Violet and Valeria because I'm a big Conan fan. So
Okay.
I find that this Blaze series is kind of more like mature, than the Marvel will do. Even though Marvel's
Yeah.
Conan was okay, I liked it, but for the most part, like I buy all those Conan things.
Okay.
Black Box, we got the Ninja Gaiden. I think
Cool.
this is number 2. So I buy
Okay.
a couple of these. They released a couple of miniseries.
What is that? So it's not Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah, it seems it's a clear obvious play on words of the Ninja Gaiden, but
Yeah.
looks
Has a bit of like a snake eye vibe to it.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, I absolutely see that, like in the mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meets Iron Man meets
Yeah.
Power
I'm gonna
Rangers,
read
yeah.
it. It's not one that I'm gonna put aside. I'm gonna actually
Mm-hmm.
keep up with it. So I think this is the last Nottingham too.
I think it
10.
is.
And they took a break in between this, like
A
a
long
significant break, right?
Yeah.
So I got both the color and then the black and
Oh,
white.
cool.
Nice.
Um,
That's another run I got to read too.
yeah,
The first arc was good.
I haven't read it either. I bought the trade paperback because once I saw issue 1 and 2 spike, I'm like, I don't even want to put
Yeah.
on them. Like I'm anal, you know.
It's a decent twist. It's a decent twist on the whole Robin Hood mythos.
Okay.
And then I think this is a reprint of issue 1. So Speak of the Devil, kind of like if you want to read it, this is like
There you go.
like, the True Believers, basically.
Yeah.
The Mad Cave True Believers. So I ended up getting 2 of these. You know, for $3, you can't really go wrong.
No.
And then from I'm really liking this publisher, this Opus Comics. It's releasing a lot of like rock music kind of thing.
I've noticed that it's all music related comics, right?
Not all of it, because this Death
No?
Dealer has nothing to do with music. It's
Oh,
based
sure.
on the Frank Frazetta paintings and stuff, right?
Okay.
Tomb is in love with Death Dealer. He says it's great. I gotta read it.
It is. It's really cool, and a lot of the variants are really cool too, like the ratios and stuff.
Shit.
So going on, we got the Spawn, of course. I buy every
Nice.
Spawn. So we got Gunslinger 11. I'm not sure if that's the A or the B cover, but either way, I got both of them there.
Hell yeah.
Thank God they went from 3 to 2 because they have like 4 titles or something. So if
Yeah, they got the
3
Scorch, the regular title, this Gunslinger.
Oh man.
Yeah.
And I mean, you got Scorched here, so got
There it is. Yeah.
Scorched number 9. So I got the A and then the B cover here.
Fuck yeah.
Cool. And then that's pretty much it for like the indie stuff, and the rest is pretty much Star Wars. So I went in, and this book was really hot.
It was,
Yeah.
man.
You can't find that anywhere at this point.
Yeah. Did you guys get any of them at all?
No. My
No.
store didn't have any. At least when I went in, they didn't have any on the shelves.
And they're doing a second print now.
Yeah.
The second
Yeah.
print is the exact same cover, just minus the blue. So I think it's like
It's
black.
a lazy Marvel move. Like, are we really surprised? Like, honestly.
Yeah.
And then up
Literally.
next, we got the Vader series. We got issue 26.
That's a
I really
sweet
like
cover.
this.
That's a
I
sick
like
cover.
I think
that.
it's Raza.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It's either Raz or Boss Logic, probably, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do that. And
I like
then-
that though. Yeah.
I might be confused because this one might be one of them because this is a B cover. And then the Vader.
That's sweet too.
This is a Choose Your Destiny. I've been buying all these lightsaber ones.
Yeah.
Oh, we should have Face on here. FaceTime Comics. He loves all these Choose Your Destinies as well.
Yeah. Because as an artist too, I've always wondered what do their lightsabers look like. I've always
Yeah,
wanted to
you get
see,
the
like-
nice close up.
Yeah, and you get a good like actual depiction, and every lightsaber is very different.
Nice.
Got After 23 here. Nothing too special about that. Except Star Wars wise, I think this is a sleeper. I've mentioned it to my other friends before, but something big is brewing in this book. I'm telling you, it's going back to before the Sith, and like Afra's infected with something from like an ancient technology or something. Like it's gonna something big is gonna happen in this book,
Okay.
and I'm calling it. Hopefully here. Then we got the lightsaber one, Darth Maul. This one's sick, of course.
You gotta.
Yeah. That's the B for some reason, and this is a C. I don't know what the hell. This might kind of show what's going on in the book.
Oh shit.
And then the next series was Obi-Wan. I go 2 on Obi-Wan, so I got the A's, got the B's. No,
Nice. There you go. Smart man.
I'm like hardcore Star Wars.
Going heavy on the Obi-Wans.
To the Destinies. Yeah, Obi-Wan, I'm specking that there's got to be something along the lines. And I'm surprised there's no ratios. They stopped doing like the 1 in 25s. And I don't know why, because they'd be getting my money.
Low print runs, man.
Yeah.
I was doing like doubles with the High Republic series until it ended.
Yeah, I went 2 on every cover, and I got every ratio for that. So, like, I went hard on High Republic.
Wait, every ratio for both the IDW and Marvel?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
The
I was
Marvel
lucky
ones
enough-
are
I
sometimes
started
not
from the
hard.
beginning.
Yeah.
So like my shop was like I'm the Star Wars guy, I hope. And like speaking of my shop is Altered States in Clarkson, Ontario here. If you guys ever go in, say hi to Dave and Doug there. They're super awesome guys.
Yeah?
They'll
Okay.
totally help you out with it, like anything.
Oh yeah. Alter State. Okay.
Forgive my lack of Canadian geography. Where is Clark, Ontario?
It's I guess in the southern part of Canada, kind of.
So
Like, do you know where Ottawa is, or like?
yeah,
Quebec?
where this?
Yeah,
well,
so it's basically like he's the border of Ontario and Quebec, I guess Ottawa, right? I'm right.
Okay. Somewhat.
Yeah,
I mean,
Ottawa into Hull, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like I'm more towards Toronto, so I'm more,
Okay.
I guess, west.
Yeah,
I'm more
you'd
west.
be west of here.
Yeah.
You're like just outside of Toronto.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just going on to finish off the Star Wars run, this is the new Dark Horse that they started because, like you just mentioned, Hyper, that they ended the
The
what's it called?
IDW
the High
partnership,
Republic
right?
Adventures.
Yeah.
Which was
yeah.
meant for kids. It was totally meant for like a younger audience, and I did not like it as much as obviously the normal High Republic for the Marvel series. The Marvel was a lot more dark, but I feel that the High Republic Adventures was a way for them to introduce Marshawn Rowe because they just didn't have enough time in the Marvel story to introduce him and the Leveler and have like an introduction story into like who the actual like Jedis are and stuff.
Well, that's what everyone's saying is that adventure series is the one that was the one to get. Honestly, just
Not
dove
even
into
the-
everything a little more.
Not even the one to get. It was the better story too.
Exactly.
So then that finished off kind of the Star Wars. So this goes into my ratios. I'm kind of like
good.
I'm like a 1
Plural.
in 25
He said
for,
ratios.
and I buy tons of ratios, right? So like I got the Death Dealer video game one here.
Oh,
It's
dude.
different. So the
That's
classic
sweet. That
Sega
pops.
Genesis cover, you know.
Yeah.
People in the chat can fight me on this, but I always maintain Sega was better than SNES.
I had a Genesis. I got to
Yeah.
admit, I bought the Genesis.
I was a Genesis kid.
I don't know, man. I was Super Nintendo guy, so
No one's perfect.
Yeah.
fucking guy.
And then here I got the 1 in 10. I think this is David Finch, if I'm not wrong.
That's sweet.
And then G.I. Joe. Good. It seems like you guys are kind of into the old nostalgia stuff with the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, I'm a big
Power
Ninja buyer.
Rangers. So I'm like that too. Like I'm that old man that gets that old member berries when I see this kind of stuff, right? So
I've
I
seen
like
this.
that 1 in 10 now.
I've seen this pop up in a few top 10 lists. That GI Joe that you just showed right now.
Oh really? I got
Yeah.
it for $10, and it was on the shelf
Yeah,
on Saturday when I went. So
Yeah,
it was perfect for the whole week.
It definitely
And,
sold for more than ratio.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, I can believe it. Yeah, I like John Royal's art. He is a J. Scott Campbell clone. If you look at their eyes, their body shape, and being an artist, I copied J. Scott Campbell artwork when I was younger, so I know. So when I'm looking at his artwork, I'm like, you copy his artwork, but it's beautiful. I mean, I can't deny it, right? Like, It's still beautiful. And here we got the Mandalorian. Like Hyper, I'm going hard on Star Wars. So even like this is the first Grogu too, and I absolutely love Grogu.
Well, he was in the first one.
Well, yeah.
But it's that argument all over again, right?
Yeah.
Cameo, first appearance, first full, whatever
You
you
know
want
who's
to call
gonna-
it.
Okay, like you know who's gonna like determine it for us? CGC.
Oh,
Yeah.
Whatever
absolutely.
CGC puts on their label is what we're gonna be like. Oh, okay.
Exactly.
It
No matter
dictates
what
the
the creators
market,
say.
not the truth.
No matter what, it's gonna be what CGC says. But here's the 1 in 50.
That's a nice
This is
cover.
selling for at least double, right?
Yeah, that's a
It-
beautiful cover.
Is that Lee Bermejo?
No, I'm not sure who it is, honestly.
It has a bit of a Lee Bermejo feel to it.
I could see that though, especially with the dirt, like the detail
Yeah.
in like Mando, especially. It feels
I
like
can see that. Yeah.
It feels like Grogu. They kind of like left.
Not a
out.
fan of Grogu.
Like he pooed his pants or something, you know. There, but like, and look at the detail on Mando. It's like awesome, you know. Like, right? And then I'm closing it off here with the comics. I went hard on the Predator. So
Hell
this
yeah.
is the 1 in 25 for issue
Yeah.
1, and then the 1 in 50, which I also posted on IG just the other day.
Wow.
buddy.
Yeah, the colors are
Sweet.
beautiful on this, eh?
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Now,
Little
see,
ones
that's how
are-
you do ratios. Because I've seen how Marvel
Yeah.
does. You question some of the Marvel's ratios where the open orders look better than the ratios. In this case, yeah, those ratios actually look like they're worth whatever ratios you said. You said this was 1 in 50, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like it's not like selling for double cover. Like it's probably selling for slightly under ratio. But I buy stuff
Mhm.
like this because I love Predator, and I love this kind of stuff, and I just want the whole run. You know what I mean? Like I don't care because I love like the series, right? So
What
I
did
don't
you
know
think
if
of the
guys
movie
read
Prey?
Predator? It was okay. The first issue is okay.
I
you watch
did not
the
read
new
it.
Prey movie?
Yeah, I watched it. I thought it was
Yeah.
okay. I'm not all like, oh, it's too woke. She's Mary Sue, whatever. I watched it for what it was, and I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it too. Yeah,
Wait.
I was pleasantly surprised, honestly.
Hold on,
Me
hold
too.
on, hold on. People already jumped on how that movie was also on a woke mission. I didn't see it. Not everything has to be woke. I don't get it.
I know it's like you can make anything woke,
It's-
though, right?
Like,
Yeah, I
enjoy
was
the
about to
movie
say
and
that
like,
everything is these days.
I don't even have a Twitter because I don't want to be in this most toxic community online. Like I'm good with the IG. I'm good with you guys.
Yeah,
This is happy, you know.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
keep
I have
Remember
a
when
little
people
bit more
used to get
guts just
excited
to
about
wrap it up
comics?
if I have like 2 more minutes or something. This is some pretty cool stuff. This is like out of the ordinary, you know. I don't really just I got like a
Come on,
Grogu
dude, why'd you do that?
decal.
I wasn't sure.
It's like a sticker for your car or something, I guess.
Oh, nice.
And,
Oh, nice.
And like I said, he's my boy, right? So I saw that.
Fair.
And then we got this. This is like one of those books where you read it and then you press the button and it makes a noise.
Oh yeah, I remember
So
those.
it's like I
Hyper
gotta put
might need one of
batteries in
those
it.
for one specific reason.
It's not his fault he can't read.
Well, what can I say? I mean, I'm a Star Wars whore. Like,
Yeah,
I
man,
love all
absolutely.
this stuff, right?
Dude, I
Like,
pick up anything Power Rangers. So
yeah, I
I'm the
guess
same
so.
way.
Yeah, me and you are the same, man. That way.
You collect what you like, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And I find there's a lot of value in like Star Wars stuff too. So I find that I kind of shifted what I was buying before towards Star Wars because I
Mhm.
truly do enjoy it, and it maintains its value pretty well. Like all in all, right?
Yeah, there's always somebody that's going to be after it.
Yeah, at some point. And then
Unlike
this is-
Power Rangers, I'm the only guy, but
Well, no, I bought Power Rangers too. Remember, I have that whole run of the old Montez foils. I'm missing 53, I think.
oh yeah, fuck.
So we got these. This is like a season 1 guide, kind of. I think it has like artwork and like pictures and
Okay,
stuff like
It's
that, right?
it's
So
like those coffee table books.
Yeah, it's
Nice,
that's volume 2. I probably should have showed this one. This is season 1, volume 1.
gorgeous. Yeah,
It's like I had to get both of them, you know.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure if they came in hardcover, I would have bought the hardcover too.
Oh,
Got
absolutely.
more money out of me on that.
That almost looks like the same as that 1 in 25 for number 1.
Yeah, no, I really like this. I wish they used this cover or the one cover where he's reaching for Grogu. You know that like iconic image of when he first sees Grogu and he's reaching towards him.
Mhm.
They did a store exclusive, which
Yeah.
I did get from Mutant Beaver there. They should have used that, like Marvel should have used that image. Like that is either they should have used it for a second printing, the 1 in 25, the 1 in 50, the
For
1 in
anything,
100.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like it should have been in that line, and I'm kind of disappointed that like Mike Mayhew was allowed to do an exclusive for it. So I got Vampirist Carmilla. I buy all these old Warren reprint magazines because I know Hyper, you seem to buy some of the old horror stuff too, right? I love this.
No, in my case, it just came in the collection. I just stumbled
Oh.
on them accidentally.
you don't buy
Foreign
it, so
stuff
you
is
don't
cool.
like it,
I'll buy them if
right?
at the right price.
Jared will
but
take
I'm
them
not-
all
I'm not-
off your
I'm not
hands,
hunting for
Hyper.
them.
Yeah.
What's that?
Jared will
possibly,
take them all
yeah.
off your hands.
Okay, now last
Yeah,
but not
I
least,
have several that I wouldn't mind unloading.
okay, but last but not least, it seems like you guys are really gonna like this, being Turtles fans. Now, when I
Yes.
saw these in the previews guide, because I'm a previews guide guy, I'll read it from front to back and I'll read everything. And I
Oh,
saw
yeah.
these in the toy section.
Oh,
These re-released of the old retro figures.
yes.
When I was a kid.
Oh shit.
I pooped my pants, I think, a little bit when I actually saw that they're even gonna have the skew of the weapons,
Nice.
the backing. I'm pretty sure this is even what the backing looked like, if I'm not wrong.
It looks pretty
Parts of it,
retro.
yeah.
Right?
The only thing it's missing is the pizza token at the bottom.
Mhm.
Does it
I
have a
love
pizza
how you
token at the
noticed
bottom?
that of all things.
No, at the back of the
Yeah.
back of the box. Is there like a pizza
Oh
token?
yeah, didn't you collect the tokens?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the
I
top
remember.
says Nickelodeon on the back. There's a few differences. You can tell with the
Yeah.
figures too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, obviously, if you look at the writing, it'll say 2022 or
Fuck.
whatever. But
I
I
remember
remember
it.
all of them, right? So
I
got
actually
all-
They're
saw
cool.
this at someone's table at a con, and I was like, I saw the price, and I'm like, wait a minute. And then I realized that these are the remakes. I'm like, for the original, for the price that they were asking for, I'm like, I would have grabbed them. I'm like, no, they're the remakes. But
How much
still,
were they asking for at the table?
At the table, I think it was $30 per figure. I think.
Okay, that's probably about what they cost.
Yeah,
They were $26.99 with tax.
yeah. I
I
was
think
like,
I
"There's
probably
no
saved
way.
tax.
There's no way those original figures are gonna go for that much."
Oh no, absolutely, especially like this and the
Yeah.
blister and stuff too. No way. But yeah, that's my caboose. That's kind of the end of
Awesome, man. Awesome.
Cool.
Oh yeah, man.
I like
No,
how you
that's
ended it on
awesome.
turtles.
Yeah,
Me too.
I'm glad. I didn't know
True.
how big a Turtles fan you guys are, but as soon as
I mean,
saw you guys, I'm
you,
like,
it could have been worse, and you could have ended on Power Rangers.
I mean, Rocksteady's name is Rocksteady for a reason, and then
Exactly.
Hyper. Well, that's just what he does is collects turtles.
Oh, really? Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
I'm glad, man. That's awesome.
And no disrespect to Power Rangers, I was just kidding, dude.
You know what? I'm not going to Comic-Con with you on Saturday. No.
Well, I'm gonna show up either way.
I'll be there. I'll be there, bud. But anyways, that's our show, guys. I just want to say thanks, Jared. Thanks, Greg, for joining us.
Thanks for having me. It was awesome.
Anytime you guys want to hop back on, Greg, you already know this, man. Doors open, guys. Like we're just
Thank
a
you,
bunch
thank
of guys, just chilling out, talking about our love of comics. So if you ever want to hop on again, hit us up.
Absolutely.
And what do we have coming up here soon? What day are we? I don't even know what day we are anymore. We're Thursday.
Thursday.
So we'll probably do our FOC, our Royally Fucked show on not Saturday. Well, it won't be me doing it. So one of the guys, probably Face, will do a live show Saturday at noon for your pre-orders. If you guys want to get your pre-orders in, check that out. And then other than that, we'll see you guys back on Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern time for our Previously On show. Do you guys have anything else you want to say before we head out of here?
Peace and love.
No, just big thanks for having me on, guys. And I'm gonna
Hey.
take you up on that. I'll probably be on again when I got something good to show.
Absolutely.
Yeah, anytime.
I buy lots of
Anytime.
weird stuff, so
Hell yeah. All right, guys. Well,
Okay,
take
thanks, man,
care.
guys.
We'll see you next time.
have a good one, guys.
Wait.
Yeah.